On May 9th, 2025, I decided to travel to Keystone State Park. On the way, I decided to check out some small villages. The first community I drove through was the community of Truxell. When I was driving down Route 819, I saw a road that veered off the main road and came back out about a mile down the road. Assuming it was old Route 819, I made a left-hand turn and drove through this community. Many of these small communities were bypassed after World War II. With a booming post-war economy, people had money to spend. They purchased automobiles and hit the highway. With the influx of drivers, there was a need for better roads. As a result, a lot of these small communities were bypassed. And I feel it's important to do videos on these communities, that way they don't get lost to history. One way to tell a road has been bypassed, just look at Google Maps and you will see where the old road veers off the bypass section and re-enters the bypass section down the road. Usually, on the old section of road, you will see a lot of pre-World War II architecture. And over the years, people have built homes along old sections of road. On the bypass section of the road, you will not see any pre-war architecture. Whenever I have extra time, I always prefer veering off the main road and onto the old road. You never know what you might find. My next stop in the journey takes me to the village of Salina. Before we get to Salina, enjoy some footage of the scenery along Route 819. Westmoreland County was founded on February 26, 1773. It was the first county in the colony of Pennsylvania that was entirely west of the Allegheny Mountains. Coal patch towns and industrial towns dot the landscape in Westmoreland County. The community of Salina is located near Route 819. Salina was a company town. It was constructed by the Kier Fire Brick Company. Most of the houses were built in the early part of the 20th century, between 1900 and 1915. Salina had one clay mine and two coal mines. The usual amenities of company towns included general stores, a hospital, hotel, church, brick factory, bowling alley, post office, barber shop, lumber yard, and a high school. Salina is located along the banks of the Kiski River. And for you history buffs, the Pennsylvania Main Line Canal was completed through this area in 1831, and it allowed commercial travel from Pittsburgh to Johnstown, PA. Here's a fun fact. Along the Kiski River, wells were drilled for salt brine, and the salt brine was used to make salt, and that is how this community got the name of Salina. As I drove down the hill, I came to a stoplight. It looks like they are going to be replacing the Edmon Bridge. Some call it the Edmon Bridge and others call it the Salina Bridge. Regardless of the name of the bridge, this bridge connects the communities of Salina and Edmon. This beautiful metal truss bridge was built in 1906. Under the abutments of the bridge lie the remains of the 1831 to 1857 canal towpath. The towpath played a crucial role in early Pennsylvania's transportation history. This bridge has an industrial past. Nearby is the Kier Fire Brick Factory. The factory took advantage of local clay and coal deposits. Bricks were the chief item produced here. I am hoping the future is bright for the Salina Bridge. Hopefully, PennDOT can preserve this historic piece of history. They don't build them like they used to. I always find it an honor to drive over these historic bridges. After crossing the Kiski River, one arrives in the little village of Edmon. Edmon is located across the river in Armstrong County. The Kiski River serves as a natural border dividing Armstrong and Westmoreland County. I couldn't find too much information on the village of Edmon. I'm going to assume, like Salina, it was a company town. And a lot of the homes are wood frame homes. I'm assuming homes for the workers. Salina and Edmon are communities located off the beaten path. And sometimes you have to go off the beaten path to experience our industrial past.